in this country and in the world by making sure they get a fair and substantive opportunity to learn. Do not be mistaken that there are people out there who want nothing more than to make sure that the children in this room don't get a solid education. There are people out there that want to make sure that you adults in this room don't show up and vote, don't show up at your state legislatures, don't show up at your city council meetings. They would rather you stay home, be quiet, stay out of the way, and let them do what they want to do. But they'll take your tax dollars to make their priorities happen. Take your capital back. There is absolutely no reason why children of color in the state of New York or anywhere else should be given an inferior education. There is no reason in the world that children from rural communities should be denied access to a fair public education. One that is as good as the kids in Betterfield School District. There is absolutely no reason in the world that our ancestors, our forefathers, stood up against fire hoses, dogs, police brutality, some hung in trees, some went to jail so that we could all get a fair and a substantive opportunity to learn, so that we could turn around today and have elected officials deny us of that. There is no reason in the world. Today is when it stops. You are the people who will do it. Rallies like this are so important. It's more than just gathering in a room and getting a box lunch and being together. I need you to understand that in addition to having been a teacher, I also spent some time working on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. I need you to know that many elected officials don't want to hear from you. They would rather you not be active. They would rather you not be informed. It makes their job easier. But people that have a lot of money, get that door open for them, they get their voice heard. You remain in a state of silence. You cannot allow that to happen anymore. You must take back your capital, your governor's office, by any means necessary. We have got to fight for ourselves, our community, and our children, no matter what it takes. The data about what's happening in our schools and happening to our children is frightening. If you've not looked at it, the U.S. Department of Education just released some data from the Office of Civil Rights that shows very clearly that there are discrepancies in the educations of children who are the haves versus the ones who are the have-nots. There are discrepancies in the education provided out there. We cannot give up. We cannot give up. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so glad I could be here with you today. I am with you. I stand behind you. Today it's New York. Tomorrow it's the rest of the country. In November, if they don't give us what we want today, we won't give them our votes tomorrow. Register to vote. Register to vote. And when you're done registering, show up at the polls. Bring everybody in your neighborhood. Every child who turns 18 in time to vote, make sure you're there too. And if you don't get what you need, you call me back. I'll come to New York and I'll fight with you until I can't fight anymore.